So, welcome back. Where we left off finishing up our sales on the 26th of June. So, how should my journal look like? Good. We're going to pick up and copy this transaction that we previously done. I also copied the cost of goods sold too because that's something that we're going to complete anyway. All right. So checking. This is 626.
Is anybody talking? Okay, I'll go for it.
Okay.
So our sales medium coffee is $5.11.43. Large regular coffee is $5.98. Medium supreme $6.47.40. Large supreme $6.94.51. Ceramic coffee mug $76.89. And our sales tax payable is $208.58. We should give you a debit and checking of $2,736.81.
Okay. 2736.81. Good.
And then we're gonna go to our deposits tab in the journal and deposit that money.
Okay. So we got $2,736.81. Okay. It is the 26th. So therefore, that money is deposited.
Okay, so then we're gonna go to our general journal. I'm sorry, ledger.
Okay. Ledger. Okay.
Assets. Checking. In-store sales. General journal 16. And debit for $2,736.81. I got 3,750.29.
Good. 37.50 and 29 cents. Good.
And then we're gonna move to our revenue. Ceramic mugs first. $626, 11 mugs. $76.89, which gave me a balance of $1,035.27.
$1,035.27. Good.
Then from there, we're going to go to medium coffee. 626, 257 cups. 511 and 43, and balance is 3,325.29.
Good. 33, 25, 29.
Next large. 626, 200 cups. 598. Balance is 4,069 and 39.
Good. 40, 69, 39.
And then next is this medium supreme coffee. Guys, let me know if I'm going too fast, okay? 626. 260 cups.
Oh,
260.
260.
Journal 16. We are on 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's 647.40. 4,230.51.
Yes. 42, 30, 51.
Large supreme coffee. 199 cups. 694.51. 4,655 and 66 cents.
4, 6, 5, 5, 6, 6. Okay.
And then we're going to be going to liabilities tab, and it's for sales tax. General 016, 208 and 58 cents.
208.58.
Balance is 1,237.69.
Good. 1237.69. And that completes our sales.
Okay, and then we're gonna go to our cost of goods sold. Oh, here, yeah. We actually need to go to our inventory first.
Okay. inventory worksheet. So let's go ahead and determine how much we actually used in store. Okay. We used for regular coffee 42 pounds, and then for Supreme Coffee, we also used 42 pounds.
Oh, at 1.17998. Oh no, what happened here? Okay, I gotta recalculate this. So one 1.63107. Give me 6850.
68.50.
I'm sorry, Nathan.
What do you need, Nathan? You stop here. Okay. So now that we used some pounds in the store, let's go ahead and update our inventory.
Guess I got 164.
Say that again.
I got 164.
164. Good. What's your total balance? Go ahead.
267.50.
267.50. Good.
Okay. So 86. Okay, Supreme Coffee.
How many pounds of Supreme Coffee did we sell?
42.
42. Okay, let's take a look at our account balances.
1.8600.
1.86. Okay.
7812.
78.12. Good.
Yes. So it's 103 minus 42. Gives me 6 pounds or 61.
61.
61.
Mm-hmm.
And then is yeah, 113.47. Okay. So we just get our information from there for our journal.
So the cost of goods sold for the regular coffee is
50,
and then the supreme coffee
78.12.
78.12.
Okay, so now we go to general ledger, cost of goods sold. Use 42 pounds. It's 68.50. $746.
Yep, good. $746 even. Good.
Okay. And Supreme used 42 pounds. $78.12. $802.54.
Good. 802 and 54 cents.
And then we go to our assets tab.
All right, we got to update our inventory. Regular coffee.
Use 42 pounds. $68.50.
That's how much we used. Hold on, let me.
I think you're in the Supreme. Are you?
No, I'm just double checking something real quick. Sorry. Okay, so 68.50. Okay, so what should my account balance be in my regular coffee?
I got 267.50.
267.50, which is exactly what we solved in our inventory worksheet.
Use 42 pounds. 7812. 344.71.
Yep, 344.71.
Can you go back to the inventory and Supreme, please? Because I'm missing something here. Okay, so it's can you activate this cell with a zero but above the 61, please? Do you have numbers or you have a formula? Just zero.
No, so I change my quantity all the time. I enter these numbers in. And then these ones are cell reference from my calculations. And then my formula lies here where I just multiply the two.
Okay, because I got 336 and I know that's not correct.
336.
Never mind. Okay, 61. Okay. So the 113.46, yes, 344.71. Okay, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
And that's it for this transaction. Because we updated our assets, we double check with our inventory.
Good. And we deposit the money. Updated. Okay, good. Yeah. That's it for this one. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so now new day. We need to deliver to Super A Market. Okay, let's take a look at this invoice real quick. Okay, so here's their invoice. Right, we're gonna sell them 75 pounds and 65 pounds of coffee and 85 coffee mugs. And let's see what happened here. Subtotal $890.35. Advance payment of the 460.18. Delivery charge of 30. And last but not least, invoice amount that they owe is 460.17. So how are we going to journalize this sale right here, because we delivered to Super A Market?
We're going to journalize our sale and also our cost of goods sold.
Okay, so let me find an example. Okay.
And then my question is, so when we received the advance payment, we credited unearned income.
Okay.
So in this case, to take it out of that account, we need to debit it?
That's correct.
Well, okay.
So now we need to apply our unearned revenue, because that's the customer deposit, unearned revenue. Right? Because in this case, we're redeeming or we're applying it to the invoice, right? Now, in this case, we don't owe them service anymore because we've completed it. So think of it that way, right? I'm done. I've earned my revenue. So I need to zero out my liability by debiting that account. Okay? And what's that account number?
I think it's 26,000, but let me look. Yeah, 26,000.
Okay.
And that. Okay, so that amount was $460.18 that they paid.
Good.
And then the rest of the balance goes into accounts receivable, $460.17.
Okay.
Let's see. And then I'm doing this as we go, so it might be a little slower.
That's okay.
So the regular coffee is going to be $246.75. The cream is going to be $219.45. And ceramic coffee mugs, $424.15. And of course, delivery income is always $30.
So I'm going to double check my work here. So I got 920.35 on the left, 920.35 on the right. And I got to change my
Description. Let's see. Super A Market. Invoice 107. I believe it's 1%, 10 net. Oh, where did it go? Net 20.
yes.
Okay, next I'd like to go to the general ledger to post the sale.
Okay.
The first account is unearned revenue. Our date is 6/27. Ooh, bless you.
I'm sorry, I'm on my Mac.
We just put invoice 107.
Here.
Okay.
We're on general journal 16. Oh wow, my fingers are.
I just put applied payment so you know exactly what that means.
Keep turning my number lock off. All right, so our debit amount is going to be the 460.18, which will bring the balance in the account to 0.
Good. right? We zeroed out our liabilities.
Okay. And next we can go to accounts receivable. Our date's 6/27.
Oh no, I put the wrong date there. Oh, what? Never mind. I put the right date. Okay, never mind. Let's move on. Okay, so 6/27.
Invoice 107. General Journal 16. Our debit
I'm
amount.
sorry, what are we at?
Accounts receivable.
Accounts receivable.
Accounts receivable. Okay, thank you.
And then that debit amount is 460.17. And that brings our total to, I got 1974.55.
Good. 1974 is 55 is correct. Yes.
And next account is sales regular coffee.
Sales regular coffee.
Um, 27. Let's see how many pounds that was. That was for 75 pounds. General Journal 16. Our credit amount is 246.75. For a grand total of 855.40.
Good. $855.40. Good.
The next account is Sales Supreme Coffee. And looks like that's for 55 pounds. General Journal 16. And that credit amount is 219.45. I got a grand total of 857.85.
Good.
The next account is Sales Ceramic Mugs. And it looks like we sold 85. Journal 16, of course. And the amount is $424.15. For a grand total of $1459.42.
Good. 1459.42.
Then our last account for the sale is delivery income.
Oops. Delivery income.
Our date is 6/27. Just put Super A Market. General Journal 16. Or yeah, invoice number 2. Our credit amount is $30. And that brings our total $210.
Good.
Almost forgot something.
What did you forget?
Well, in my steps, I was jumping and then I thought, oh, there's something else I need to do. All right, so we're done with the general ledger for the sale. Now I would go to the commission worksheet. Where is... we do have a listing for Super A Market. Of course, we'll put our date. Oops. Seven. So our 10% of 920.35 should be 90. You do an equal round on that, right?
Correct, yes.
So 9206.
It should be. What was the actual amount? Let's see. Let me go back to my window over here.
Oh, 9204.
Is it 9204?
Oh, the amount of the sale?
Yes.
920.35.
920.35? Then yes. 3 will raise you up to a 4. So 9204.
And then, let's see. Gotta do my equal sum again. And that would bring his new total to 137.99.
137.99. Good. That's how much we owe him. Okay.
Right. And then next we need to go over to, customers,
Customers.
to Super A Market. And let's see. Under notes, invoice 107. No, well, I guess we don't really need to put anything, right?
You don't have to unless you want to, but all that information of what you sold to him, it's already in your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're already going to put the invoice number in the right field.
Mm-hmm.
General Journal 16. Our terms were 1% net, or sorry, 1% 10, net 20. So that would make, let's see,
Let's see, 20.
the discount date
Mhm.
would be July 7.
Good.
And then our due date would be July 17th.
July 17th. Good.
Now, the question is, do we put that advance pay amount here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we're gonna, okay, so he advance paid 460.18.
What was the
Is the
original? Go ahead.
Oh, the original sale amount?
Mhm.
9, oops, here it is. 20. Oh, where did it go? Why is my brain? I just had it too, 9/20/35, I believe.
Yes. If you look at your commissions, it will show you.
Then that should show that he only, well, they only owe the 460.17 on that invoice.
That is correct. Because that's how much he does owe us on that invoice was 460.17. And he still owes us for the previous invoice, invoice number 103. So there you go.
All right, so I believe that is it for the sale portion of the transaction. And now we need to go into inventory to adjust. Let's see.
So 75 for the regular and 55 for the supreme.
All right, so if we go to regular coffee, we're gonna put 6/27 for the date, 75 pounds. The last price was 1.63110,
Good.
and that gives us a total of 122.33.
Okay.
And then we need to recalculate what we have on hand. So we'll take the 164 minus the 75 is 89
Okay.
units.
Mm-hmm.
And then we take the 267.50 minus the 122.33, which gives us 145.17.
Good.
And then that brings our new cost to $1.63112.
So it's fluctuating up and down here by that thousandth of a penny.
Everybody good so far with that?
Just give me 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, next we can go to Supreme Coffee. Let's see. Our date is 6/27. We sold 55 pounds. We're gonna use the batch that's $1.86. With a total cost of $102.30.
102.30.
So now we need to adjust our inventory on hand. So we'll do the 61 minus the 55, which gives us a total of 6 at $1.86. And our total
You
on
said,
hand,
you said 61 minus 65?
55.
Okay.
And our total on hand, I have 242.41.
Yes.
Okay, I'm caught up.
Okay. And then now we'll go back to our general journal and fill in our cost of goods sold. For regular coffee, the amount was $122.33. And for Supreme, it was $102.30.
How much was for regular coffee?
$122.33.
Do you need me to go back to that worksheet?
Yeah, I have a different 75 pounds, right?
75 pounds, yeah.
Okay, 1.63. Okay. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we need to fix our description too. Super A market. Invoice 107.
It's okay. 107.
And then next we can go back to our general ledger and post these. The first account's going to be cost of goods sold for regular coffee. Our date is 6/27. We sold 75 pounds. General journal 16. Our debit amount is 122.33. And that brings our total to 860, 833.
Good.
And next is our cost of goods sold for Supreme.
Cost of goods sold for Supreme.
We sold 55 pounds. General Journal 16. And our debit amount is 102.30. For a grand total of 904.84.
Good. 904.84.
The next account is going to be regular coffee.
So we're going to go update our inventory. There you go, regular coffee.
Our date is 6/27. We sold 75 pounds. General Journal 16. Our credit amount is 122.33. That leaves us with a balance of 145.17.
Good.
And our last account is Supreme Coffee. We sold 55 pounds. General Journal 16. Our credit amount is 102.30. Yeah. 242.41.
Yes. And that's exactly what we solved in our inventory worksheet.
So I have a question for you.
Go for it.
The reason why you hear me doing so much calculating instead of using formulas is because I, by mistake, started my ledger in Word instead of Excel.
Okay.
And so I've just been using Word, but there's no way to do formulas in Word, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
You can create tables and stuff. What you can do too is on Word, you can actually convert that table to be used from Excel. But essentially, it's going to pop up that same exact window for Excel, and you're going to be doing the same thing, and it's just going to transfer that information to Word. So at the end of the day, you're still using Excel.
Yeah, and it's fine. I've been doing it so much now that I'm kind of used to it, but that's why you hear me saying debits and credits, because I have to keep track of whether I'm subtracting or adding. So yeah, it's fine now. It's the end of the
Well, you
end of the
do.
month. So
You're doing good so far. So
okay. Thank you. And I think that's it for this transaction, right?
that Yes, that should be, yes, that is completely it.
Okay, I'm out.
All right.
Mic drop.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what the next transaction is.
I do have a question.
Go for it.
Um, I'm struggling on the inventory because somehow I think at some point I double click, or when I use when I reference cells
Hmm.
and some changes or something, my numbers just go wacko.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, I don't know what I got.
Okay, so there could be a few things that you could have done too. Did you use the fill tool? Did you like copy that formula all the
Yes,
way
the
down?
one. Mm-hmm.
You may have to. That's probably the reason why, because you changed one of the formulas and you didn't change the rest of them. So that could be one of the things there. That's why you keep calculating the wrong number, the wrong number, the wrong number, because you forgot to use that fill tool to rewrite all of those formulas again. So that's something that you might have done. It could have been like, again, if you haven't been equal rounding the cost of goods sold section, then that is going to be 100% guaranteed why you're getting these numbers off, is because on the cost of goods sold, right, I'm using equal round. I'm always getting a solid number, an even number, where that means every time I cell reference it, it's going to subtract it out as an even number on my inventory on hand. So that's could be a reason why too, because it's going to be different on basis to basis. But like I said, like you could have just calculate it normally here, but you have to type it in. You can't be cell referencing if you were to do that. Now, as far as fixing your cell references, I mean, I don't know where you went wrong, so I can't tell you exactly where it is. But I mean, if you're able to follow along, maybe typing all your answers in would be
Still,
beneficial. Yes, would be, so then you're preventing yourself from making that mistake over and over again.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. So let me see what the next question is. Let's see. Um, okay, let's go ahead and just do this last one right here, and then we'll go on a break. So we deliver to Great Restaurant. So it's similar to this one, except no advance payments or anything. This time we're just doing a regular sales. So we're delivering to Great Restaurant on the 27th of June. Anybody want to do this one real quick? There's only a couple accounts that we are going to be looking at today.
And there's enough room in the ledger, right?
They're just for the sales, and then the cost of goods sold, you're going to have to do it, unfortunately, on the next page.
Okay.
Okay. I guess what we could do here is we can just like take apart the previous one here, right? What do we need from this one? We definitely need accounts receivable. Right, I could have typed that in, but oh well, I'm already here. So accounts receivable. We only sold regular coffee and supreme coffee. So I'm just gonna grab my regular and supreme coffee. Oh, I could have just copied all that. Okay, and we didn't sell any coffee mugs, so all we have is just delivery. Okay. So for sure that it completes our sales, and therefore this cost of goods sold is something that we're going to have to complete on the next new page 17. So you can just go ahead and copy that ahead of time, so you know that this is something we have to compute. Okay. So let's start off with the very first one. Okay, we have an accounts receivable and sales for regular coffee, sales for supreme coffee, and delivery income. So here we have 256.62 for the regular coffee, sold 78 pounds. And then we sold 75 pounds of the Supreme coffee for $299.25. And last but not least, we have a delivery income for $30. So once again, to save some extra time here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my equal sum in my accounts receivable to just go ahead and determine that my debits is in fact 588.87, 58587, which is correct. Okay. I'm also going to make some minor changes to this because I don't think this entire thing, I have to change the whole entire thing. This is great restaurant. Excuse me. And this is invoice number 108. And this person's terms, it's the same thing as 1%, 10, net 20. Okay. And that's my journal to complete my sales. Okay. So we have a little more money to that we're being owed here. So next thing I have to do is, now that I completed my journal, I need to now enter that into my ledger account. So first thing I'm going to recognize here is accounts receivable. Okay, there it is. It's the 27. This is for invoice number 108. We're still on the 17th. And we debited the amount for 58587. Which then should give me a running balance of $2,560.42 that people owe me. Okay. Next thing I have here is my sales for the regular coffee. Okay. Invoice number 108, and I believe we sold 78 pounds of the regular coffee. General journal number 16, and the amount that we sold 78 coffees is going to be $256.62, which then gives me an account balance of $11,1202. So $1,112.02. Then the next thing that we got to do here is we got to enter in our sales for the Supreme coffee. So again, once again, invoice number 108. And I believe we sold 75 pounds of the Supreme coffee. Let's see, just to make sure. 75 pounds of the Supreme coffee. Okay. Good. Right, General Journal. Oops. Okay, General Journal 16. And this time we sold it for a total of $299.25. Okay. Which then brings my account balance to be $1,157.10. Then last but not least, we have our delivery income. Okay, delivery income. And 27, invoice number 108 for General Journal 16 for $30. So therefore, my running balance here is now $240. Okay. $240. So now that we've finished posting to the ledger, right, we need to go ahead and update the subledger, right? First things first, I'm going to go ahead and update my customer. So this is Great Restaurant. Okay. This is the 27th. You don't need to put any notes here, right? Nothing happened to this invoice. Invoice number 108, General Journal 16. Okay. The discounts is the same, 1%, 10, net 20. So in this case, right, if I add 10 to my 27, that should give me the 7th of July. And if I add 20, right, should give me the 17th of July. The total amount that was invoiced or for the sales was $585.87. $585.87, which no payments were made. So therefore, if you had this formula all the way down, whoops, I just moved it. It should just say that Great Restaurant owes you an additional $585.87 for this invoice, which is a grand total here of $1141.97. Oh, 92 that Great Restaurant owes. So this was a simple one. No extra things that we need to add in here. So then once we do that, we need to make sure we also give, excuse me, Albert his commissions because, right, he did 2 delivers in one day. Excuse me. So here we go. June 27, he also delivered to a great restaurant, which we invoiced to 108, right? Excel has already calculated for me, saying that he's earned $58.59. Okay, so 10% of 58.7 is 58.59. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and add that value so that now we owe Albert $196.58. All right, Albert's working hard, so he's earned $198 or 96 cents. Sorry, excuse me. Rewind. 196.58.
Can you show me your formula for the 10%, please?
10%. Okay, here you go.
So, 5 times.
So this, remember, if you remember, this is called absolute value or absolute cell referencing, where I'm constantly taking this 10% up here.
Oh, okay. Comma 2. That's what I forgot.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Yo, comma 2. Okay. Okay. So we did the ledger, we did the journal, we did the commissions, and update the customer. So now all we have left is to compute the cost of goods sold. Okay, so here I'm on the next page, 17. Okay. And I'm going to change this real quick while I'm here anyway. Sold to Great Restaurant, invoice number 108. Okay. So I have to go ahead and update my inventory. So I sold 78 pounds of the regular coffee and 75 pounds of the Supreme coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and do my calculations here in my inventory worksheet. Okay. So here I'm already in my regular coffee. It's the 27th. We sold 78 pounds of the regular coffee. And right now, my average cost per item is 1.63112. Okay. And of course, Excel figured that I'm trying to find the equal round to this, which it just already solved for me that it is $127.23. Okay. So I have to now make my computation here to update my inventory. So I have 89 pounds left, minusing that 78 will give me a leftover remaining of 11 pounds left. Okay. And same thing here. If I'm going to start with 145.17 and I sold 127.23, it should give me a remaining balance of $17.94, which gets recalculated once again, right? My 11 pounds is going to cost me now $1.63091. So it's drastically dropped by a lot. Okay. So in this case, Erica, if you have to, go ahead and you could type in your numbers 145.17 minus 127.23 and you should get a little more accurate there because you're actually physically typing in. But only room of error is if you accidentally type in a wrong number, right? But you should be able to get the same exact answer.
Yes, thank you.
And there you go, same thing here. And then this formula is always going to be my cost divided by my quantity, right? And hide this real quick. Okay. Last but not least, I sold some Supreme coffee, right? I have 27. Now, I know this for sure that I don't have that much of left from my remaining balance just because we know we only have 6 pounds left. Okay, so therefore, we're going to break this amount up into 2 quantities because we have to, all right? Our goal is to get to 75 pounds, right? So 6 is already there. And I'm going to make sure that I do my formula here so that I can show you why we need to split it. So in this case, I'm going to make sure that you guys know that this is a, oops, I hit the wrong one. I don't want to change my font, I want to change the fill on it. So to this nice blue, okay. So I got 6 pounds already there, right? I need to get to 75. So I'm going to take 75 minus 6 to give me a grand total of 69 pounds that I have to continue selling. So in this case, I already know, given that those 6 pounds is going to be at $1.86, which is going to cost me a total of $11.16. Okay? $11.16. So I need to put my other formula in here. Okay, so I have right now 6 pounds at 11.16. So I'm going to actually go ahead and do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate this number right here, saying that I have nothing left. So now I only have 125 pounds left at 185, which we know that we're going to sell 69 of them. Okay, so here I'm going to go ahead and reference that it's going to cost me $1.85, okay, which then will automatically calculate for me $127.65 for selling 69 pounds. So therefore, in grand total of selling 75 pounds is going to get me to a total of $138.81. Okay. So 127.65 is what I sold for the 69 pounds. Okay. So now I need to go update my inventory once again. I no longer have 125. I am going to subtract 69 of them to get a total of $103.60. So my inventory on hand is going to show me I have 56 pounds left, costing a total of $103.60. Right? So I have 138.81 for my Supreme, and then I have 127.23 for my regular. So I'm going to update my journal here once again. So to set for selling my regular coffee, it cost me $127.23. And then my Supreme coffee is going to be 138.81. 138.81. 138.81. Okay. Right? last thing I have to do is update my ledger. Okay. So my ledger. Okay. I got to do my cost of goods sold. I sold 78 pounds. General journal 17, right? Because I started a new page for 12723. Right? Which then should give me a nice running balance of $995.56. Okay. Did I put 78? Yes, 78. And then of course I need to update my Supreme Coffee saying that I sold 75 pounds of my Supreme Coffee at General Journal 17 for a grand total of 13881, which then gives me a running balance of my 1043.65. So once again, that's 1043.65. Okay. Last thing I need to do in here, in this case, is just to update my inventory assets so then it matches my inventory worksheet. So head to your regular coffee. I think this is it. Yep, regular coffee. We sold 78 pounds of coffee for General Journal 17, and it was for 12723. Okay. Which then that should drop my value down to $17.94. Which, let's go ahead and double confirm if that is true in my inventory worksheet. In this case, I don't remember. So $17.94 is what I have in my inventory worksheet. It is 103.60. Okay, so back to my journal and ledger. So last but not least, update your Supreme Coffee to 627. And this time we actually sold 75 pounds. General Journal 17. And it was for 13881, which then should give me a running balance of 103.60, which is exactly what we have in our inventory worksheet. Okay. All right, let's see. Right now it is exactly 10:25. For today, go ahead and just take a 15-minute break. So please be back no later than 10:40. Okay. And we'll continue on from there.
When we get back, can you let me see the